Alright, you guys, welcome back to another video. For those of you guys that are new here, my name is Will. I run a small online company called Keone Games. And today I just wanted to show you guys my process of how I list things on eBay. It's nothing fancy. I'm sure other YouTube channels out there that do any kind of like reselling on eBay have done the exact same thing. In fact, I more than likely like anything that you see here, I had grabbed from other like videos that I've seen from other people. So let me show you guys my desktop. Sorry about the bad quality of my webcam. It's a lot worse than my camera. Oh, and today I'm going to be listing these two blank magic cards that I've acquired from just opening up a bunch of commander decks. So, yeah, so this is just like my eBay page. I mean, of course you need an eBay account. Make sure you create one. Just go up to, oh, I guess I don't have to go to my eBay. What I like to do is just search for as close as possible with as much detail as possible of like what you're trying to sell. So for me, blank magic card misprint. I think it's considered like a misprint. So yeah, you guys can see this is everyone that has listings of this card. Some people, wow, they got a lot of them. Some people are just like selling single ones. Some people are selling a whole bunch of them. Surprised that Wizards of the Coast has this many blank cards out there. I thought it was a rare thing, but after looking it up, I guess it's not that rare. You got like ones that have like the little I forgot, it's a little hollow mark on it, like, or like I think this one is the rare hollow stamp. But like today, mine are just there's no stamp at the bottom, so mine are very plain. They're just plain ones. So what I like to do is I like to go in top right, go to advanced, and I look to see the sold and complete listings. There are a bunch of other filters you can do. So one filter that I will do is US only, but that's only if I'm getting a lot of searches or a lot of sold listings, because I realize for certain products, whether it be like Magic Gathering or Pokemon, a lot of sales actually happen in the UK, so I get a lot of those, and I don't care like how much they're selling for there. I care more so like how much they sell like locally, because that's essentially like my target audience. Like most, like 99.9% of the people that buy from me are like local. I don't really get very many like international shipping. If I do, it goes to Canada, and like eBay takes care of any of those like international type sales. So that's like the one thing I'll do is I'll do like US only. Go back and search, and you can see listings that have sold recently. I don't know why this one, it's sorted by ended recently, but this one is like May 30th. So sometimes I'll just do like newly listed ones. It still does that. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what is up with eBay sorting. I feel like that's why sometimes you can sell things for more on eBay, because even though you have things sorted by the cheapest, yours is not guaranteed to come up. Like this one, for whatever reason, came up. So yeah, it looks like what, 11.50, but like $8 shipping, so that's like 19, close to $19. I'm just getting like a feel for like how much can I sell my card for. I guess this one is a little bit more rare since it has the little hollow logo on it. The other ones have sold for like $10. There's one that sold for $25 plus $5 shipping and delivery. I'm probably gonna go a bit more conservative on my pricing just because I'm not looking to move these two cards super quickly. If possible, I'd like to get like the max amount possible. So I'm gonna price it more conservatively. I'm thinking about $20 is what I'm gonna start at, and if anything, if like after let's say like a month, it doesn't sell, I might drop it like a couple of bucks. That's typically like what I do. So what I like to do is, like as you can see, it tells you that you can sell one like this. So this one sold for 20. They there's like they charge for shipping as well, which is I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I like to grab someone else's like formatting, like their listing already. I've already uploaded the photos I took from my phone onto my computer. What I like to do, like I was trying to find like the best way of doing it, and I found that at least the first way I found to do it was to grab it from like my Google Drive and then like download it, which is fine. I think that's like a good way of doing it. But then I found an even faster way of doing it, and I don't remember how I set this up because I set this up like months ago. But it's setting up a FTP server. Like I said, I don't remember the entire process. You can probably Google it, YouTube it. That's what I think I did. And it made it so I could transfer any file basically through like the wireless home connection. So it actually transfers just as fast as like you transferring it like wired. So I already have them. Yep, here are these two. Yeah, like to show the front and the back. There's two. They're almost identical. One has like a little bit of an ink mark on it. I don't know if that's going to necessarily matter. It may to some people, but they're still two almost like identical blank cards. And then the title, MTG misprint card, Magic the Gathering miscut card, blank filler card, near mint. That sounds pretty good. I like to go with what other people have used because obviously like their cards sold, which meant that their title must have been pretty good as well. Skew, nothing. This is a collectible card game. None of these item specifics. It's a Magic the Gathering card. It's not from a particular set. It is a miscut. I'm not going to be doing variation listings. Condition type. It's not graded. And it's a near mint. Comparable to Pack Fresh. Oh, and then description. So I kind of have I kind of copy and paste. Oh wait, I don't think I need to do this anymore. Completely forgot. I recently figured this out. So there's above here you can do like custom template. I have one that I use for all of mine for TCGs. You guys can read it. It just kind of tells like my shipping standards or shipping format. So any cards under $20, I use eBay standard envelope because anything over $20, you then have to do track shipping according to eBay. I don't think I need to really enter anymore. Sometimes I'll put like a little bit more of a description specifying exactly like what you're getting. Actually, I should probably write something. You'll be getting one of two cards shown in the listing. These are your mint, pack fresh, misprint, and DG cards. So I'll normally write like a little bit of a description along with like my regular like template. You could use AI. It just sounds really robotic whenever you use AI. I don't know if it's better now, but I used to try to use AI before. I didn't really like it. I always go with buy it now. I don't really ever do auctions. Auctions could be helpful if you don't know like the value of the item. I'm going to start it off as $19.99. I'll say that I have 2 of them for sale. The reason why I like to do buy it now is, you get the check mark require immediate payment. You don't have to then like wait for the buyer to send you the money. You get payment right away, which is like what I want. Allow offers. I don't know how new this is. I know when I used to sell on eBay, like in the early 2000s, this wasn't a thing. I do like that it allow offers. You can basically put like what your lowest offer that you're willing to accept. I'm just going to set it at $15 for now. I don't think I really want to go lower than that, but I may eventually. I just don't want to set my minimum offer that people can offer so low, like $10, that's what they start at. And then it's like we need to then like counter offer like back and forth like multiple times. I rather set it at like what I'm actually like comfortable at, because I don't want to have to go like back and forth and get like a bunch of like low offers essentially, which I'm more than likely not going to accept. Like if I put the minimum offer at $10, I'm probably not going to accept $10 just because I know it, like even though there were ones that sold at $10, I'm pretty confident that I can get at least like $15 for it. You can set an auto accept price, which I don't do. I just like full control over like what I accept and what I don't. Add volume pricing. I suppose this could help. So if they do end up buying 2, I can offer a discount, but I don't have more than 2. I'll offer them, I think, a 5. It's not a lot, but I'll put it down as like a 5% discount if they end up buying 2. Saves me on shipping a little bit. Okay, so shipping. This is like what I'm trying to figure out. 11 by 6 by 1. I think that's like my regular standard envelope size. This is going to be 1 ounce or less. I'm trying to figure out if I want to make the buyer pay for shipping. There's pros and cons for it. Offering free shipping, according to eBay, helps with sales. I don't find that to be true. I find that like some listings I do free shipping, other ones I make buyers pay for shipping, and it doesn't seem to really matter because I feel like most buyers, they're looking at what the total cost is. Like, so even if you offer like free shipping, let's say this card sells for $20, they're looking at the cost of the product plus the shipping. So if there's free shipping, it makes it easy for them to calculate. But if someone's selling it for $15 and they offer or they make the buyer pay for shipping, and shipping it's like $1.50 or something, then they need to calculate that into the total price. The one other thing that I feel like helps with making the buyer pay for shipping is you can have multiple ways of a buyer receiving their card. So let me kind of show you what I mean by that. Cost varies based on buyer's location, which for me that matters a lot. Being based here in Seattle, Washington, it makes it so anything that gets sent on to like the East Coast, it's a lot more expensive if things get shipped anywhere like along the West Coast. So most things that like most of my buyers live on the East Coast, so it definitely helps to make the buyer pay for the shipping if they live a lot further away from me. So let's do, I'm trying to think, remember how to do this. I don't really list on eBay too much. Okay, let's do the first one. I'm going to change the service. I want to offer the eBay standard envelope, which is up to $20. Trying to remember if there's a way to change the price, but 74 cents is only the cost of what eBay charges you, like the stamp, but it doesn't take into consideration the envelope, the packing slip, the ink, your team bag, the sleeve, any kind of like protection that you use to ship the cards in. And I think eBay charges you a fee on top of the 74. No, wait. The buyer would pay the 74 cents, but eBay still charges that 13.5% fee on top of that 74%. So you're not even getting that full 74 cents. It's probably like 65 cents or something. So I normally like to have my eBay standard envelope price that I charge a little bit higher. I think I would have to do it a flat rate, unfortunately. Let me see if this was it. Like, I'm kind of figuring it out as we go. Yes, okay. So buyer will pay, so I think after fees and everything, I'm closer to $1.50 additional cost for each additional item. I will make it just like $7, unless someone buys 2, it should still cost the same. So let's just make it a 0. There's no extra cost if they end up buying both cards. Or wait, it would have to then be an additional cost because I would have to ship it in a bubble mailer. Okay, this makes it more complicated. Let's just do $1.50 as well. So I'll eat some of the cost, essentially, because it's going to be at least $5 or more to ship something in a bubble mailer if they order both of them. Okay, so this is the part that I'm talking about. You can then add an additional service. So to allow the buyer, UPS, to allow the buyer another way of receiving their cards if they want to make sure it, I don't know if things in a bubble mail come to people faster, but if they want tracked shipping, there is the eBay standard envelope which has a tracked shipping. But I realized after selling on Maniple that some people prefer their cards even if it's not like really high value cards. Let's say it's only like $10 in value of cards. They still want it in a bubble mailer. Just like, I'm not sure if it's like potentially faster. I typically reinforce those cards more better with like top loaders rather than the like the card stocks that I use. So I will but I will give the option for buyers to use USPS Ground Advantage as well. So they can pick this as well. And I'll just make the buyer pay a flat $5. And each additional cost. No, there won't be any extra because I can put 2 cards in there easily. So yeah, I think doing it this way, I realized it gives the small percentage of buyers that actually want things shipped in a bubble mailer the option to purchase through you in a bubble mailer. And the people that are okay with it coming in an envelope, which, like I send a lot of orders like under $40 just in a plain white envelope, they get the cheaper shipping option. And then eBay International Shipping, I believe I have that on. I'll allow local pickup. I used to have my settings as 1 business day handling, and for the most part, I still get it out that same day as long as it's before, I would say like 4 o'clock, before I typically go to the post office. But I realized there have been days where it gets like super busy and I'm unable to go to the post office like that day. So I have to wait until the next day. So I changed it from like 1 business day to 2 in the off chance that it does take me, 2 days to get to the post office. And that's basically it. And then, I guess you can preview it. It's good to preview. I used to preview all the time. The only part with the preview is you can't look at your other photos. For whatever reason, I don't know why it does that. You can't like click on any buttons to try and see what it's like. But at least you get to see what other buyers see. I'm not sure why I don't have my logo there. It just kind of has a orange K there. But yeah, it shows, I have it down for $19.99 or best offer, so people can offer me if they want to try and see if they can get it cheaper. I have 2 available and they're in near mint. It's a bunch of details, and yeah, it looks good. Oh yeah, you can see the description. Yeah, I'm not sure why this is blank, but it looks good to me, so I'll just click list. And now I can go to view listing to actually like look and see how it's like. Now you can kind of like, you can click on the photos and see it. Try to take pictures of the back against somewhat of a black background. I really need to get like a black play mat, and I need something to angle like cards, like a card holder, card display when I'm taking pictures of cards, because I realize whenever you take pictures of a card flat on a table and you have like an overhead light, it will create like a glare. But when you angle it, there's no glare, it's a lot more clear. So yeah, that's something I need to eventually get. They're not like super high priority for me, but something I need to like look into getting, like a black mat or some sort of like black background where I can put cards on, plus some sort of like card holder, which I think I've seen them on like BCW for like $1. They're super cheap, but shipping from BCW is not cheap. I guess a little bit of a rant. I know this video is not going to be too long anyways, but I recently got I guess it would be considered like more like a neutral review on Maniple regarding the way I ship cards. So they did not like it that I use these card stocks, and they call them, you can see it does bend. They call them thin card stock, when it makes me believe that they've never really handled card stock before. Like this, the card stock I use is some of the thickest card stock that you can actually buy at any kind of like arts and craft, like hobby store. So this is considered, I think, 110 pound weighted paper, and it's 300 GSM. Forgot what all of those numbers mean. I've looked it up before, but if you were to ever go to like a Michaels or something, and you look at their like cardstock paper, you can see like all the different types of cardstock they have. This will be like the heaviest one that they sell, or the thickest that they sell. It's very sturdy. I was trying to see how it compares to like shipping shields, what I do have, but I don't like the shipping shields. I've had people say that they don't like it. Cards come damaged because of like the amount of cards that people put in a shipping shield. You can't really fit that many in here. They are thicker than like what I use, but I realize that the cards being put in here, sometimes when they go through the machine at USPS, the rollers will pinch the cards and damage them. So I don't like to use shipping shields because of that. The same with like top loaders. I do have like top loaders. I got like a handful of top loaders that I use. I don't use them too often. I mainly use them in bubble mailers just because they are, I mean, they're still, you know, super flexible. But they're, I guess, a bit more sturdy than the cardstock. But yeah, the person was just complaining that I was using thin pieces of cardboard or thin pieces of cardstock, which is definitely not true. These are like much thicker than even like a Magic card. I believe they're, I don't know if they're as thick of like as like if you guys know like a one piece card, but they're definitely sturdy. Never had complaints ever since I started using them. I don't know if this person was just like butt hurt that I didn't use a top loader and I didn't use a shipping shield, which I feel like are kind of like the two standard ways, or two standard like card protectors people typically like to use. I personally just don't like to use them. They're more expensive. These take more work to make, but I feel like these add a lot, or these add very good protection for what you pay for them. I think I only pay, I priced it out. If you get like, if you find sales, you can get like, you can make these for like each one. It's like $1.50 to not $1.50, 1.5 cents to 2 cents each. So for protection, it's like 4 cents each. I think shipping shields also depends on like if you get them in bulk. They're like, I think as cheap as like 12 cents at the very cheapest. That's if you're ordering like thousands of them, I think. Same with top loaders. Top loaders are not cheap either, and I've just seen and heard a lot of horror stories of people using top loaders. Some post offices, they're not like machinable, or they will melt going through the rollers and damage the cards. So I've never had in the, I don't know how many orders I've done now. I'm probably starting to get close to 1,000, but like over 700 orders I've had in total through eBay, through TCG Player, through Manapool. Never had any card get to a customer damaged. The person even said that the cards weren't damaged. They just didn't like that I use thin cardstock, which, I mean, if you ever ordered from me, you'll know they're definitely thicker than like index cards. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a video like this. Sorry about the little bit of a rant, but when I picked up my cardstock earlier to show you guys, it just kind of made me think of it. So, yeah, just want to show you guys like what my eBay listing process is like. And you guys will have to give me ideas of like other kinds of videos that you guys may be interested in seeing. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.